Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we arrived here at the Kursla, whatever, training facility. And we realized that this place is very, very big and very confusing. And you don't know this yet, but it has multiple floors. I don't like this area. This area is not fun. One thing that I wish this game had that it doesn't is the ability to, load the map of the area. If, say, you've had a completed file, you've beaten the game, have a completed file, you can load up the maps for all the areas you've been to. You wouldn't be able to get all of the... Woo, run away from you. You wouldn't be able to get all of the bunnies, but at least you would be able to, not have to wander around aimlessly like a moron, kind of like me. Luckily for me, though, I wander around like a moron anyway, so it's usually pretty easy for me to figure out, where I'm going. I'm used to doing this. Anyway, I figured I might as well find a couple of other things to talk about, since basically a lot of this is going to be me just running around in circles. And one thing... Run away. One thing came to mind that I was thinking about the other day. Now, if you remember, some of you, this may not be a thing of memory, you'll have to look it up, but that depends on how old you are. If you were alive when we used to use the old tube TVs, which were in the 4:3 aspect ratio, you may recall that they went from that to what we have now, which is the 16:9 aspect ratio, or widescreen. Well, when we decided to go to widescreen, it's helpful, game. That's really helping. Suspense of disbelief. Come on, game. But they went and they did that, and everyone kind of accepted the widescreen. And from what I recall reading about, one of the main reasons for the existence of a widescreen monitor was because it was very similar to our natural field of vision. We naturally have a larger amount of vision from left to right than we do up to down because of the shape of our eyes. And so it's like, okay, that actually makes sense. But if that's the case, why is paper the exact opposite? You look at a standard piece of 11.5 or 11 by 8.5 or whatever it is, piece of paper. How come, these are the stairs, we don't want to do this yet, but I figure I might as well, if I can see the map, I haven't already got it. But if that's the case, why do we have one medium, such as a piece of paper, being the exact opposite of the other one that seemed to make more sense? And I have no idea why. The way that this kind of came about to me. And after that battle, I've forgotten completely what I was talking about. I got distracted. Got a second phone call there, so I can't remember exactly what I was talking about, but I know I was talking about the paper thing, paper versus widescreen monitor. And the one thing that always, or not always, but the one thing that always kind of bothered me with that was that if you wanted to look at something that was in, say, a paper format, such as, a comic book, which is something that I am interested in, to some extent anyway. I've read a lot of the older Spider-Mans online now, so is if you try and, say, read that image on a widescreen monitor, you basically have to blow it up a whole bunch of times and then scroll through a single page. Okay. More distractions in that battle, losing my frame of reference. But yeah, I'm trying to read the comic books and I have to keep changing the, scrolling down to the page. And that's kind of tedious. You'd think that they would have changed pages, to be more of a kind of a widescreen format, since it works properly with our eyes anyway, or at least that's the explanation we got with the advent of widescreen. So anyway, that's just something that I found interesting and kind of odd. But then again, that's, the world. Oh, that one does open. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That one warped me all the way back. It's so that's how you get through that door. Yeah, I needed to heal anyway. Yeah, I definitely needed to heal. So I'm going to do that, and I'll meet you back in that room over in the top right there. Okay, we're back. Just ran back here off screens. Don't want to bore you with that. But I do want to collect the rest of this room here without going in that door this time. I wasn't really paying attention. That's why I ended up getting stuck over there. It's not the first time that's happened, and I'm sure it won't be the last. Now this door, as you can see, there's no little yellow arrow, so this one is locked. Kind of the one I was expecting to get there. I basically just wanted to get that room. Now, if you recall where the, where is that? The elevator room. As I was trying to say, if you remember where it is, and if you're kind of wondering, this is where I am. Just basically go in the first available door as you're backtracking and head over, take the upper path, and then come down into this room. We can make it our way to the second floor. Now, the second floor is more confusing than the first floor, but of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? And it still has a whole bunch of map to collect, so that makes it even worse. There are different directions you can go, and a lot of it has a lot of different doors going to a lot of different places, and new enemies. Well, we only got one of them, but we've got some skeletons to have some fun against here. I'm going to take on the skeleton myself here. There we go. One thing that Sidekick can be pretty useful for is because it activates so quickly, is if an enemy is, say, hit into the air like that one was, then you can use your, the speed with which you can activate the attack if your reflexes are fast enough to keep the enemy juggled so that they can't deal any damage to you. I got too much of them. Yeah, see, I don't like doing that. I liked being able to make use of all of the chests that I can find, because I get distracted and say, oh, I missed this one when I was here last time, or something to that effect, and I just get annoyed. Here's another new enemy. Run away from him. We have weird frog dudes. There we go. As you can see, I'm basically going to be spamming Sidekick for quite some time. It is very effective in terms of the amount of damage you can deal. You may also notice that the amount of experience we're getting here and the amount of levels I'm gaining is going up drastically. And that is very true. Around here, you gain a lot of experience, and if you haven't been doing any amount of grinding up until this point, you're going to have a very difficult time with this area. Now, it's not impossible by any stretch, but I would definitely recommend doing the little bits of level grinding, because it really does help matters out, makes the game a lot less difficult. And this is really a point of difficulty spiking. Now, you may have heard that spiky sound. Hammer and Might is so good. They give pretty good experience too. Yeah, they use, I think, an Ice Needle type attack. Now, let's see here. I still haven't gone over to down. Over to the down. Yeah, that's great. Get through the door. Come on. Unfortunately, the kind of path through here is not particularly easy to follow. It's just a big maze, and you basically have to go from door to door and, get lucky on where you're going. Let's pick up some treasure there. Cooking ingredients, which I don't care for. More cooking ingredients, which I don't care for. Yeah, this is the point where you're already getting too much of the stuff that, you have easy access to, which is kind of unfortunate. And as you can see, this area does get quite confusing because of how many doorways and passageways that we have here. Me trying to remember where all of these lead, probably not going to go very well. Unfortunately, it's just going to be me wandering around for a little while as I'm trying to get to all the different doorways and collect as much of the map as I can. It is a rather large dungeon. Now, kind of watch. my percentage down in the corner. It doesn't go here, it doesn't go up on this particular path because it's just small enough, but most of the paths around here you actually do have to walk down both sides, which gets really, really tedious. After that battle, we got Battle Trophy for maximum damage of 1,000. I think there are future ones for these of up to 10, 50, and 99,999. So that gives you kind of an idea of how much damage we will be doing by the end of the game. Not even so much the end of the game, but the end of the bonus stuff. Alright, let's see here. So we've done that one. We've pretty much got ourselves a corner there, so let's see if we can see if we can finish up what's left of this corner. It's like that door was kind of taken off its hinges there. Let's see if we can get the minute little tiny percentage points. Now, I know it seems kind of tedious now, and even if you're watching my percentage in the corner there, you'll see it go up very, very slowly, or not at all. You may think this is not required in order to get the completion of this area. Yeah, see, look at the tiny little bit it's going up, just through this area alone. Yeah, this area makes it really difficult if you're not kind of paying attention to get that level that you want. Now, here we've arrived at these stairs. These stairs will be important for getting us further up, but we want to do much, much, much more exploring first. And here we have a door that won't open from this direction. So we'll just wander through here a little more. Now we have a dog on guard duty there, so let's see if I can kind of force him to... I'm not getting any percentage points, so let's stop doing it on this particular path. This path doesn't look any smaller than the previous one. Okay, finish up that battle. Now, let's see, what else can I talk about that keep interest while I'm doing nothing? Basically, we're just going around the outside now. I haven't finished exploring all of the inside section of this floor, but we'll get there in due time. Let's see here. This little door is probably not the way to continue. Hopefully this is a dead end. And it is. Yep, just a tiny kind of pointless room. We can't get into the back to get all that percentage quite yet. We'll be doing that much later. Let's get some more of this stuff. I like to get the inner side of the... Can you get out of my way? Okay, after that battle, I thought of something else potentially to talk about. Now, I remember reading or, watching people's comments on things like YouTube about Star Trek Voyager way back in the day. Now, I'm actually a big fan of Star Trek Voyager. In fact, I'm rewatching it right now because, I have schoolwork to do and I don't want to do it, so I'm going to rewatch something that's a lot of fun, or watch something new that's a lot of fun. In this case, I'm doing Voyager. Now, I'm going to get a neglected textbook. Let's find out what that does real quick. Learns the homing AAA stun. What the hell is it called? Anti-attack aura. Yeah. Speaking of which, we're in here, we might as well. Oh, I don't have enough yet. I was hoping I would. Once we get up to 60, I'll put those points in, and then we'll start working on HP and MP. Remember that you can die if your MP is depleted to 0. We haven't seen a lot of enemies dealing in MP damage yet, but they will show up eventually, and when they do, it'll be a big shock to those who haven't played before, and it usually ends up in 1 or 2 game overs. Don't feel bad if you get game over while playing this game. It's not the easiest game in the world, it's not the hardest game in the world either. It all depends on your ability to adapt to and use the battle system. But anyway, back to Voyager. Now, Star Trek Voyager has always kind of gotten the shaft of the stick. People tend to, criticize it. They think it's one of the worst of the series. I would actually argue that it's... Whoa. Don't attack me. That's not very nice. I would actually argue that it is my favorite Star Trek from the series. Now, like I said, I would argue that it is actually one of the best, if not the best. In fact, it is actually my favorite of the different Star Treks. Now, a lot of people that I've heard talk about it claim that their reasoning for why they dislike the series is pretty much the same reason why I like the series. They think it's too dramatic and not enough, sci-fi stuff. Actually, I find it creates for more rounded, more interesting characters, and I think that's the big reason why I actually like the series as much as I do. Like I said, a lot of people seem to feel the other way, and I guess I can understand that. It's not nearly as cheesy as, say, something like the original was. It's also not, it doesn't play off the same type of atmosphere that something like Next Generation created, all that kind of stuff. It's just different, and I think it's actually different in a really interesting and good way. Alright, let's see, what do we got in here? We got one more guy. Okay, we got battle trophy for defeating 500 enemies, sorry. I was trying to see if my timer was on or not. It's hard to tell there for a moment. Anyway, so we got rid of that guy. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know in comments which Star Trek series, if you like it at all. If you don't like it, let me know that. Which series do you like the most? Which do you like the least? All that jazz. So we can get out of here without running into him. All right, so this way leads back to the room. We've already been here. We haven't been down here yet. This area does get really confused. Okay. Did not really want to run into that guy, but oh well. Let's see what we can do about avoiding this one here. There we go. That battle you're always going to get stuck into, unfortunately. He sits there right at the start of the room, and there's pretty much no way to avoid it, so oh well. So we can get by this guy without running into another battle. To a room where there aren't any battles. Take a look at the map. I think we've explored the majority. No, we haven't. Let's see. I want to go in this room. I haven't been in this room before. I have now. In here. And yes. Another room in here. Whoa, run away. I like putting on that big map to kind of see more of the area to find out where I'm going, but unfortunately it does make it rather difficult to see. After that battle, ouch! Let's use some of those blueberries that I've been holding on to. There's a couple of other things I'd like to do. That's what I like about blueberries in this game. It's by percentage, so you're not going to waste all of them. It's not like, you have 100 or 99 potions in a Final Fantasy game and you use like all of them to heal 2 out of 3 characters. Yeah, it's much better in this game. Now, something else that I've kind of picked up here is the symbol of courage, which is a very, very useful little ability or item there. I also picked up a charm of insight. Another one, I think I have one, or gave one to Nell before she left. And we got that anti-poison amulet from before. I don't think I need to explain what that has. Let's get rid of that and give you that one there. And the Charm of Insight's probably better than the other thing, so I might as well just give him that. Also, have enough now to up those to max. And we can get a little more. Yeah, it tells you at the bottom there how many points you're getting from each skill level, and it goes up with each subsequent level. So, anyway, so the AI is decent now, and so is starting to get a little more HP. I probably should have done the HP before I healed up, but all right. So we got one more little room, or 2 rooms, I think. This one looks like probably like a like a lunchroom or something. I could use some lunch right about now. Kind of hungry. Could always go for more lunch though. Lunch is a great meal. And I'm gonna take care. Let's see if I can get by without having to take care of too many more enemies. Go. No, maybe I don't have to fight them. That'd be nice. There we go. One more room. There we go. I think that's pretty much all for this floor. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Star Ocean. Star Ocean 3, Star Ocean, whatever. Next time we are going to head, I'm not sure where it is. I think it's kind of below me to the right, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the stairs, and I'll show you how I got there. Not the stairs that we came here in, the next set of stairs that we found that will lead up to the third floor. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.